and the associative properties of math. This basically means that you can rearrange numbers based on their operations. If you have two numbers, so 6 plus 4 here, or 6 times 4, you can actually move them and they'll still be the same answer. So in this example, it's going to be 10. Here, 6 times 4 is 24, just as 4 times 6 is 24. That's pretty easy stuff. For the associative property, if you have the same operations between two different sets of numbers, so we have 6 plus, open parentheses, 5 plus 2, order of operations says that we would do the parentheses first. But what we can also do is simply rearrange it to where it could be 6 plus 5 plus 2, and it would still give us the same answer. Same thing can happen with the multiplication as well. But the biggest difference, oh, that's not going to do it. But the biggest difference is that you have to make sure that the operation is the same all the way across. What if the operations are different? So we have 6 times 10 plus 5. We have a couple options here. We can use order of operations. So it starts with parentheses, exponents, then it goes to multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Since we have parentheses here, I'm going to copy this over here. We can add these together. There we go. And then we can multiply, and it would get us 90. Or we can use the distributive property, which is going to be very important when we're working with polynomials and variables. So we distribute the 6, if it will distribute, there we go, to each of the terms. So notice how it went from 6 times 10 plus 5 to 6 times 10 plus 6 times 5. You then follow order of operations and do the multiplication first and then the addition to get your 90. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Like, for example, what's going to happen if there is a negative number? That might change things or make things a little more complicated, but it's pretty much the same principle. You just have to watch out for a couple things. What do you think is going to happen if we do the commutative property with negative 4 plus 8? So if it will let me, there we go. It's still going to be 8 plus, but make sure that you still have your negative 4 connected to that 4. So now I can combine them, and we get 4. What about multiplication? So here we have a couple options. We can either add these together first, or what I want to do is distribute this. When you distribute negative numbers into parentheses, you take the negative with it. That'll do it. There we go. You have to take the negative with it. That's the biggest mistake that I see in any math class, is that people forget to take the negative with their number to distribute. So we'll go ahead and finish this out because I like this program.